Hello and welcome to freephotoshop.com. In this tutorial I wanted to spend some time on the differences and advantages of point text and the alternative here inside of Photoshop, area text. Now they're both great ways of getting the job done, and if you look over here to the layers palette, I already have the final text that we'll be using waiting for us inside the layers group. For the moment I've just got this background image visible, which is looking out towards the recreation yard on Alcatraz Island with a little bit of San Francisco in the background there. Now I'm going to hit the letter T on the keyboard to select the type tool, and the first method of creating text we're going to look at is creating point text. Now I already have the type tool set up with the font and the size and the color that I want. And if you don't, then I'd suggest that you change them to something you like. And now to create point text, I'm going to simply click in the sky. Now I clicked in the sky so you could see this little point emanating from the beginning of the text here, just next to the flashing cursor that I've got up here as well. Now I can go ahead and just start typing, and I'm just typing random letters at this stage. And you can see that as I type, the text doesn't auto-wrap. It just continues off the canvas, and it will keep on going until you press the Enter key to create a line break. And that's the Enter key above the Shift key, by the way, here on the PC. I think that's the Return key on the Mac. Now I can hit Enter anytime I want to create a new line, but the text is still relative to the point that we created when we first clicked. Okay, I'll hit the little tick button up here to accept those changes, and now we'll create some area text. And what we're going to do here is click and drag, just like you would with the marquee tool, for example, to create an area to house our text block. Now I'll go ahead and just start typing some random letters once again into here, and you can see that the text we're creating here is constrained to the confines of the text box. Okay, to accept those changes, I'm going to just click the tick icon up here once again, and then I'll come over here to the layers palette and select both of these layers, then hold down the Alt key here on the PC or the Option key on the Mac and press the delete icon to remove both of those layers from the document. Now I'll open up this final text layer group and switch on the visibility of the point text layer. Point text is best used when creating a title or just typing a few words. Something like this one-worded title is perfect for point text. I can go ahead and select the Move tool by pressing the V key on the keyboard, and then just move the title to where I want it, and that looks fine there. Now I'm going to switch on the area text layer to reveal just a short description of Alcatraz. And area text, as you may have gathered by seeing this example, is better used when you're creating multiple lines of text. Area text is also known as paragraph text, and the description of paragraph text is fairly good as a guide to let you know exactly when you should be using it. If this were point text and I wanted to edit some of the words inside, just deleting one word could cause problems to the overall formatting and arrangement of the text. In this case though, I can double click the layer icon to select all of the area text, then I'll just drag the bottom area handle to the end of the text block. Now if I hold down the Control key on the PC or the Command key on the Mac whilst I initially select a handle, then I can release the Control or Command key. I can now modify the contents of the text inside the bounding box. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the Escape button to come out of there. Then with the Move tool, I'll drag the text down to the bottom left corner of the document. I'll bring back up the bounding box by double left clicking on the layer. Then I'll drag the bottom handle to where the text starts, or the text ends I should say. Then I'll Control or Command drag the top right handle to reduce the text to where I want it. Long and narrow looks good here, I'd say. Now I'll click the Accept button to accept those changes. Now I'll just turn on the layer effects for both of those layers by hitting the eyeballs over here in the layers palette, and then I'm just going to reposition the area text away from the edge of the document like so. Okay, that looks good. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of the difference between point and area text, and you'll be able to use these differences with your own images. Well, I hope you found this tutorial, as always, on freephotoshop.com to be helpful. Thanks very much for watching.